I just realized the
Right.
invoice is the garden lady. Like,
I'm glad you brought that up right now.
yeah.
Mm,
Have we gone live?
we have. Yes.
There we go. Is that live?
I don't know. Let me look at your stream.
It looks live. Oh, yep.
Yes.
Ah.
Yep. We did it. We did it, everybody.
Woo.
We're back. We made it.
Right.
None of us have COVID, as far as we know.
Well, my family does.
Yeah. I mean the people here in the club.
No.
Okay.
That would require me leaving the house.
Yes, it would. So that is.
Then again, we had the cleaners yesterday, the gardener today, and also my cousin had someone come and evaluate the house for selling. So it's a lot of people we could have come into contact with that were in the house.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, last time on Dragon Ball Z, what happened? Anybody remember?
Waycore finally admitted he was a fucking dragon.
Yes.
And by that, we finally kind of asked, essentially.
Yes, you
Yeah.
finally actually asked if he was.
It's
Even
rude!
then, he tried to dodge the bullet, like, tried to dodge us asking him.
Well, you were being really rude about it, asking in Draconic when no one else understood. You know?
Yeah, that was giving him the chance to be subtle and answer and not have to tell.
Yeah, answer in Draconic. Yeah, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's already noted that he knows that. And he's a
also,
master of
Ailey isn't-
trait. He would probably know.
Ailey isn't exactly the best person to come out to.
Just in
I
general.
mean,
There's a certain level of discretion here
mm.
that Ailey is not capable of. Yes. That is the big ending of what happened. But yeah.
We also secured lodgings, at least temporarily.
Yeah,
Yes.
until they turn it into
So
a train station.
We'll do a rundown. So, beginning of last episode, the aftermath of the dragon fight. Thrycus managed to pry off one of the dragon claws from the clockwork dragon.
Oh, that's right.
Joe managed to get out the memory core of the dragon. Varys managed to get out one of the canisters that it was using to hold its breath attacks in.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to have gotten the fire canister. So he's going to have fun with that.
Flamethrower.
Yeah, I've updated it in your sheet for how you can currently use it. Because it ignites as soon as it touches oxygen, so you're able to like do a little spray of fire in an area. But yeah, you can figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. What else? Then you guys came back to Hiroga.
hello, side.
Yes, hello. And then you came back to Hiroga. Good old what's his face, Oran and Lana decided to piss off.
They escaped for the R18 plus times.
Yeah, exactly. But also they they don't really care for going to see Wayclaw, and they're still hunting for Rillen. That seems to be their main goal at the moment. Other than, a dragon showed up, so they were willing to help with that. And you found Joe, and that was the other thing they were helping with. But yeah, you came back to Roga, they pissed off, and then you went to...
Yeah, I'll mute me in Discord so that
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then you made it all the way to Wayclaw's office, and had a little chinwag with him, told him about the Clockwork Dragon. Ayla was very what's the word? Excited. And tried desperately to ask him about his draconic nature, and he came out with it. And basically, a long time ago, his people, for some reason or another, needed to go into hiding, and they've basically been in hiding.
but he doesn't know why.
Yeah, he doesn't know exactly why, but something happened a few thousand years ago, and that's why. That is why no one in the area seems to know anything about dragons, except for those who are particularly old, because the dragons in human form, or in mortal form, have been basically removing all mention of them from the history books and been keeping that a big secret. So, yeah, that's why it's been like that. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of talky last
Ah,
week.
yes, much talk.
Yeah. But otherwise, here you are in still in Wayclaw's office. Yeah, he basically just finished telling you guys about that stuff. Yeah, he hasn't made much headway into finding out through his channels the person who has put a hit out on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it for him at the moment.
He did quite heavily hint that we should maybe have a look around here for possibly somebody to
Yes, he did.
Talk
He did say that
about or two.
that this is, the minister's set of officers, so possibly could glean some information from people within this office.
Possibly requires subterfuge, which is not our fault.
No.
No, but Ailey can play people with alcohol, remember?
Yes,
It's like first thing in the
Mhm.
morning.
it sure is.
If I roll well for it, doesn't matter. They'll be like, oh yeah, party time.
Oh no.
Mm,
But that,
for sure.
requires me rolling well.
It does. It sure does. So, what is the plan? What would you like to do next?
Well, Varys
Hmm.
normally makes decisions.
Just seem to be
What?
the de facto
Ailey's
leader.
not allowed to make decisions.
No, nobody has said that you are not allowed to make decisions.
No, you seem to frequently make decisions. Poor ones.
Um, as the lodgings are to be temporary, is it possible that we could arrange to have some sort of a stipend given to us as well for our work?
Is that how you say it? I always thought it was stipend.
I believe it is stipend.
I don't.
No, this is
really
me
know
talking
this
in real life, not Ailey.
It can be either. I'm
It's
pretty sure.
believable either way.
It sure
I don't
is.
think.
Yeah, as I said, I had not yet put away any put aside any currency for slaying of,
No,
of the dragon.
not
which-
immediately, but if something could be organized,
Of course,
that would be appreciated.
As you are becoming more and more our fixers around here, I am very, very tempted to put you on a sort of retainer. I will absolutely look into if we can finance such a thing.
Thank you very much. And yes, given the nature of things going on, we are possibly likely to stick around at least until we figure out who has put this bounty out on us.
Yes.
I believe that is everything.
I googled it.
Mm.
Googled it. All
Yeah.
the pronunciations I can find is just stipend.
There you go.
Uh,
What is this, Google?
Validation.
Seems stupid considering the way it's spelled, so you know.
I know, right?
I mean, I feel that about a lot of language.
About
English,
English.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage
I'm
troll
just
of
like,
languages.
no wonder I say things. There was something a while ago that I had only ever like seen written, and it wasn't until there was like subtitles I was like, holy shit, they mean the same thing. And yeah, Vertigo was just like face palming and the usual.
I don't recall what it was.
I can't remember what it was either, but it was something really.
If there were any people in particular in this building to apply for information, would you say a direct route or a circumspect route would be the way to go?
Certainly a circumspect route if you were trying to apply anyone here for information. Yes, no one here is particularly forthcoming about anything, honestly. They are all masters of the long game. They play their cards very tightly to the chest. But yes, yeah, direct confrontation would absolutely lead you into having the guards called on you, and I don't imagine that you want that. Considering.
Yes, so I mean, the bounty is currently unofficial. Probably best not to make it official.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there is very little that I can do for you if you piss off the guards.
Understood.
I had to refrain myself from being, what card game? Because even Ailey's not that dumb.
Yes.
But I really wanted to say it.
I know you do.
So, shall we?
All right.
Off we go.
You leave Whiteclaw's office.
We're hanging around in the minister's office, or what? To try and find people, or what's the plan there, Laris?
Honestly, I asked for extra money and some advice. It's about all the plan that I had.
Cool beans.
I mean, I was asking as the player, not as the character, like whether you had any particular plans or if we were just winging it.
What I said was in character and out.
All right, so
I have no clue where to start.
The team leaves Whiteclaw's office and stands out in the hallway, and then just sort of mills about, just leaning against the hallway, as you
Oh god.
know,
Ailey will do the
try to
same
act.
as last time that she was left waiting, and kind of somewhat terrifyingly will clean her dagger.
That looks
Yeah.
a little bit. Maybe don't brandish weapons in the hallway.
Oh,
Just
I
a
was
thought?
meaning in the same rest area as last time.
No. So
Oh.
you're out. So you're out in the hallway.
It's
You haven't
just
gone
simple
that far.
management. It is
Yeah.
simple weapons management here. We have to upkeep these. This is our livelihood.
I
Yeah.
understand,
Easy
but
to scare people.
I am of this same ilk. I don't know if the politicians will take kindly to us just having weapons out and in our fists, you know?
Well, I don't take too
They should
kindly to whoever the
appreciate
fuck
us
tried
looking
to
out.
get us killed.
That's also fair. I could attempt to talk to the secretary over there,
Is it still the little one?
the
You can't see
halfling.
from here. You're upstairs and on the
shit.
hallway.
How long will we in Wakel's office?
A few minutes.
Okay, so it's probably still the same. She is a halfling as well. I mean, at least that would mean that I could ask in a tongue that not so many people would overhear.
I can overhear.
Yes, but I'm fine with you overhearing.
She might not be, but she
Well,
doesn't have to know.
I mean, she does if you say that out loud and walk in front of her, you know?
Maybe
What you're saying.
maybe don't do the like I know what you are saying hand gestures.
Yeah, it's
Chill
very
out, clean your
off-putting.
dagger.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I will be back in a minute or two.
Just go
No,
do some-
Ailey will follow to go down to where she was last time, sitting and waiting and cleaning. She
Okay.
might also like linger outside the bathrooms, remembering that she met people there last time that were terrified of her, not understanding that in normal society you probably shouldn't wait outside a bathroom.
Mm,
But she wouldn't know.
yes.
You're just malingering.
Well, as Varys and Ailey start to make their way down to the waiting area, in the reception, pretty much everyone else follows anyway. So, yeah, you're all just sort of in that mood.
Mm-hmm.
So you make it back down the stairs into the reception area, and those of you who are not directly coming up to the receptionist, just find yourself in a set of comfy chairs, and just sort of mill about in the reception area. It's like Wynn's office, but there's a robot and a half orc. Yeah. And then Varys approaches the receptionist.
Mm-hmm. It is the halfling.
Yes, it is the halfling receptionist.
Okay.
Who just looks like the smaller human receptionist. It's weird.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I was like, they look basically like identical aside from race, right? That's the implication
Essentially,
from what
yeah.
you're
So
saying.
they've got the same haircut, of the same color, and they're wearing the same. They wear the same uniform, sort of. Not really uniform. I guess it's office dress. The sort of suit tie. But
Yeah.
for
They have the
for
same outfit.
yeah, they have the same outfit, but they have the same haircut and hair color. So from a distance, it looks like it would look like it's.
It looks like the humans on her knees.
Yeah, it's like the whole like.
Just crouched behind the other desk.
Yeah, it's like the whole don't talk to me or my son ever again sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me or my halfling ever again.
Yeah. But you notice subtle differences, sharpness of her features. She's got pointed ears, and is yeah, look, she has a younger look, even though you know that she would be about the same age as the human receptionist, simply because of her lineage, making her live longer.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, but otherwise, yeah, it's like they live in the same house and they go to the same barber, sort of thing. Yeah,
She
real
wants to
Jekyll and
take her
Hyde stuff.
face off.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
So,
I will.
hi. What can I do
Hello.
for you?
I'm speaking in halfling
Okay.
as I do this. I was wondering if I could ask you a question or two, if you had the time.
Sure.
No, I don't mean to make a big thing of this, but we have apparently come under fire from a not so classy group of people.
Haley will
Okay.
be face palming about how direct Varys is being.
I'm not sure how I can
After we
really.
were just told not to be direct.
I'm not sure how I can really help with that situation, but
Well, oh, I was just wondering if you had any pointers, as it were. You obviously see a lot of people and hear a lot of things. I wondered if you could perhaps point me in the right direction.
roll persuasion.
Sure. This will go well.
Yeah, I hope so.
And so it actually decides that it wants to roll.
Well.
Not good.
Hmm.
Well, above average, but not
Yeah.
good.
Right. She says, well, we do get all sorts of characters coming through here. She has responded to you enough. But yeah, I'm not really sure what sort of information you're looking for that I could provide.
We have had an unjust bounty put upon us, and we were just wondering if we could find out perhaps who set it, or who would be likely to set it.
Well, I mean, most legal bounties are registered with the town's guard and the Minister of Coin.
Yes,
Offers...
that is my problem. I don't know if it was a legal bounty. I mean, we would have surely been stopped by the guards themselves if that was the case, which is why I was wondering if there was a way of finding out who it could be.
At this point, Ailey will have walked over and be like, Wakor literally told us that it was not legit. And then she'll walk off again.
Varys' eye just kind of twitches a little bit. I apologize for my friend.
She understood halfling.
She is
But she didn't
a unique
speak
individual. No,
yes, I see
it's something to do with.
Well, yeah, because by
language.
now she would have been confused of the progress of, like, Ailey now has horns and wings since she last saw her.
Yeah. Yes.
I believe it's something to do with an item or something like that.
I see. Anyway, well, if it's not legal, I mean, we don't usually deal with illegal matters here.
Oh no, of course not.
It's our men of law, of course, but I don't.
So who could I perhaps take it to that would be able to help me, seeing it is an illegal bounty?
Well, I'm not really versed in those sort of things. I mean, I imagine that there's plenty of shady characters that you could find in the city. We might be able to point you in that direction.
Okay, fair enough. And of course, you wouldn't happen to know where any of those characters are, being somebody of great repute yourself, I am sure. But
roll,
if you were to know of anybody that would
roll
know of
another,
anything
roll
like
another
that,
persuasion.
I have no other ideas anyway.
Yeah.
It was like, what are we gonna do? Fucking just troll the bars?
I mean, that's exactly what Ale.
Yeah. That's
No better, worse than last
Yeah.
time.
no. I can't say that I would know of any places in particular. Sorry.
Understood. No, that's perfectly fine. Thank you very much for your help. Have a good day.
No problem.
I just walk up to the group and just sort of,
Shrug.
I don't know. I go find some shady people and find out who has the
Hard
pull
crow,
to put
hard
out the
crow,
bounty.
hard crow, hard.
Oh god.
Ale just.
It is too early for a pub crawl.
It's never too
Horses
early for
can't
a
fit
half
in the
crawl.
pub.
They don't have halfling-sized pints. They just have to drink the same size as you all.
How is that a problem?
Yeah.
Willie gets less than you do. You could always just top his off.
It's fair, actually. I didn't think about that.
You didn't think about topping Willie off.
Not a, not a thought that occurs to me often, no.
Oh, Willie.
Right.
Why do you never think of topping him off?
Just give him
He always lives by himself.
just give him a little bit of the head. Just off your beard. Just a little bit.
Just the tip?
Just give Willie some head.
Yeah, just the tips.
Varys walks out.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for the
receptionist is just head on her desk. Just yeah, as you leave.
Just quietly as we go past and halfling. Sorry.
Yeah. It lifts her head a centimeter.
I mean,
off
you
the
leave us
desk
just
and then puts
standing
it
there, we're
back
gonna
on
get
again.
bored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You leave. And out into the
None the
courtyard.
wiser.
Yeah.
Well, are we just going to look for the shadiest bar we can find, or what?
No, you don't just you can't find the shadiest bar. You have to be shown to it. The best ones for information are normally very tucked away.
Okay.
But
So-
as you pointed out, it's way too early in the morning. No one will be awake yet for those kind of places. You
Let's
could
go
try
nap.
some more normal ones. Yeah, or they could all go nap.
Good.
Which place is doing mimosas? I feel like brunch.
Brunch.
How drunk do you want to be by tonight?
Drunk enough to deal
In-
with this.
Enough
Small
that I forgot
halfling.
about that conversation.
Oh, we won't let you forget.
You never do. That's fine.
Never give up.
Get us
Never
back and
surrender, never.
creepy talking in our heads.
You just hear in your head, whatever are you talking about?
Little perv.
Pardon? That was out loud.
You're the one going in to women's minds without their consent, saying all sorts of freaky shit. Get us out.
The only thing that I asked was whether or not you kissed Jamie.
Ellie will be
Not my
like,
fault if you didn't.
oh my god, Varys is a perv.
It was incredibly poor timing as well. I am judging you, Gary.
Were you about to kiss her?
I do not give consent for you.
Did
I do not
Did
give
you
you
nearly kiss her?
consent to be
Oh my
put into my
god!
brain at all of these moments. In the middle
I
of
was
battle,
trying
when
to
it's
be like
necessary,
quiet, so I
sure.
didn't say it
You
out
weren't
loud.
fucking-
She didn't
had
have
no
to
right.
know.
You had no right to be a part of that situation.
You're my friend. I
Appropriate
want you to
music
get your
there,
rocks
Nine.
off if you're into her.
Yeah, and you want to be in my head while I'm getting my rocks off, apparently.
No, I don't.
Oh, what was that high octave?
I'm sure that happens when I look up to people and try and talk.
This is going swimmingly.
Point is, wet it.
All
You're
right.
just as bad as the rest of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I never said I wasn't.
Oh dear.
So what are we
I
going
think
to
I
do?
was too slow for that one. Take a drink. I've only got cranberry juice tonight.
I think for that, Thoracus can have a. Thoracus can have an inspiration point for that.
What?
So
Wait,
it's fine.
Yeah.
We've been doing this how long? The
That
first
is-
inspiration point comes from somebody being
Yeah.
called a perv.
Well, it's just Thoracus going full Thoracus, so makes
Woo!
perfect sense.
I don't even
Alright.
know what this does or where I put it.
I've already clicked it for you.
Ooh.
Basically, it means that some point in the future, you can use that inspiration to give yourself advantage on a roll, on a attack or ability check, or put disadvantage on an enemy. I think. Yeah, if they're attacking you.
Sure, if that's how you're running it.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Like it. Cool. Hear that, lads? We gotta get some banter on. Instead of Skelly just being annoyed at us all the time, we can just
Yeah.
banter.
Doing stuff in character is what gets you inspiration. Anyway,
Does stuff in character all the time.
yeah, but I don't like it.
Oh, how the turntables.
I think there's some distinct favoritism from IRL things leaking in here.
Maybe just a little.
I agree.
Mm.
You know,
Harsh.
Harsh. There are some things that Ailey can do in character that'll be fine. Anyway.
Let's blow something up with spice.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to do? Do you want to just search the town? You want to try and meet up with somebody you've met previously? What do you
Yet
want to do?
again, wish to find something sticky.
Something sticky.
Needs
Some sort of
dear
adhesive.
piece of goodness.
Okay.
I wish to be sticky, please.
Paris just shudders.
Okay. Well, roll an
Well,
investigation. then.
If we were in
Roll
the
for
forest,
stickiness.
I'd just
Roll
boil
for
down some.
stickiness.
I just boil down some sap, but we are not. We have not been around trees. It is all metal.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of metal here.
Yeah. You've been
and not a
going
lot else.
between cities on a train. So
Not my
that's perception.
beast. Is this not rolling? Wait, where
You
am I?
want an
What am I rolling?
investigation.
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Nice.
Peter,
No.
not as good as the perception.
Mm.
But
Yeah, it's not too difficult. So as you guys are just sort of investigating the city, trying to get the lay of the land, try and find a
Ailey
shady
will
bar.
Ailey will be looking at the places that you go to find out where the shady bars are.
What?
You gotta go to some
like
slightly
side
shady
streets?
bars
Yeah, you
to
go to
get
some
to
slightly
get somebody
dodgy
to tell you
bars.
where the dodgier ones are.
Right. I
Yeah,
see.
like
Really
what
kicking
she
in the
did
exit
last
door.
time,
Shady
where she
shit.
ended up,
Mm.
where she ended up in the brothel because that's where all the actual dealings happen.
That's true. That's true.
Do you want
Anyway.
demons?
So
Because
glad
apparently
it's
that's how you get
oil in
That
demons.
is
that.
how you get demons.
It is how you get demons.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Boiling some street sap.
on your moseying through the town, you do find you do find a store that sells many different kinds of adhesive.
Finally, yes.
Natural
Lips
adhesive?
get sticky. I don't give a
all
shit. I
different
just want sticky
kinds.
stuff. Gimme. Gimme.
Right. What particular adhesive would you like? Got all sorts.
Alright, well, I walk in. What is the shopkeeper's name?
You gonna ask them? You gonna walk up and talk to them?
Okay, I got some questions for you. What's your name there, pal?
Pal.
Aliens
I don't know how
not
to
here.
socialize.
All right. Well, first off, you got yourself a stout lady dwarf.
Cool.
So what's your name there, pal?
Well, I can't say what's your name there, pal, to a handsome lady.
I mean, I guess she can. She raises one eyebrow and looks at you. Goes, "My name is
Are you
Hermabella."
really judging this? It is the Rikis.
Yes, I know.
Nice
I
to
know.
meet you.
I know. What can I do you for?
I need to stick powder to one of my arrows. And I just whip out one of my arrows. Like, my real ones, not the fucking bullshit made up quiver ones that are
Yeah.
useless to me.
Sure. We've got many adhesives that would work on such things. Metal, shafts, wooden shafts.
Excellent.
Not what sorts of shaft?
Maybe say shaft.
Nice.
Excellent. Do you have any that are lightweight?
Most of them are pretty lightweight.
Excellent.
I mean, we've got furniture adhesives and stuff that are pretty heavy, but I wouldn't offer them to you.
Thank you. You are very intelligent.
How much are you looking for? A couple of bottles?
Yeah, a couple of bottles will do me.
Cool. Well, that'll be 10 silver.
That I have. You gonna do it or am I?
You can do it.
Cool.
Take 10 silver, and I will add on for you into your loot.
Give me the goo. Give me the goo. Give me
Oof.
the goo.
Total of it. You got it.
Excellent.
Cool.
So is this goop? Would it be dangerous to ingest?
Probably. But you're putting it on
Cool.
arrows, so I don't imagine that anyone who gets hit with it would be particularly keen on any part of this transaction. So.
You underestimate my ability to lick things.
Ah.
Anyway,
So-
thank you.
You propositioning
We,
her?
we do not.
No,
Yes, sure.
it's been what, a day, two? Like, it's not been very long since we saw Jay. How could you? Not even in the store, are you?
Easily, it was funny. Oh, it was me. It was me, the player. Darius doesn't know shit about what's going on. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
You man. Could you? Accusations like that.
Me and my big titty goth girlfriend.
How could you? That dwarf doesn't even glow. Obviously not my
I
fault.
mean, she has
When
a
has she?
she has a certain glow about it. I wouldn't call it a, it wouldn't be exactly the same, but. So that
She
might be-
doesn't even
that might
add
be-
1d4 necrotic damage to my rifle.
It might be. Also, might be the
Yep.
the fumes of the adhesive that you get from walking into a shop full of them. Anyway,
I'm
you
not.
have
Yeah, I'm not interested in Glue Factory Girl over here.
you have collected
Stay in the shop long enough and you might be.
you've collected your bottles.
I'm fucking leaving.
Right.
I have collected
you
my
for-
bottles.
Thank you for your
Let us enunciate that word quite clearly.
your bottles. Anyway,
Bottles.
Yeah.
Collected your buttholes.
bottles.
It's glue, who knows?
Oh,
Okay.
Onward to the next weird shit.
Right. Who else is looking for things, and what are they looking for?
I have
Ailey
two
would have-
things.
Wait,
Oh.
but actually, player
Hmm?
question though.
Yeah.
Considering the consensus that buttholes go into like hot dogs, does eating a hot dog mean that you've tongued a butthole?
Why was that a player question?
I don't know.
Well, it's not a Thoricus question.
I mean, it's not really about the game either.
No, it's a question from a player,
Yeah.
not from Thoricus.
That's all it takes.
Well, we'll find out. Chat, answer that question.
yeah.
Everyone
Go
else.
ahead, chat.
Everyone
Nine,
else,
if
what are
you're
you
still
looking
here,
for?
I'm sure.
What are you
I'm
looking
sure Nine
for?
has many opinions on this.
Tell me what you're looking
Darius
for.
can go first because they started talking over me before. So
Oh, well then go ahead.
Anyway,
no, you went.
What's Ailey doing?
Ailey would be looking for the equivalent of like, well, they don't have vape smokes, a pipe store, I guess, because you can normally find some dodge-ass people that know
Back in
some.
the-
No?
This is the doing random shit episode, I see.
Yeah, that is a doing random shit episode. This seems to happen more often than not. Anyway, right, roll an investigation. You're looking
Okay.
for the pot store.
Yeah. Or something equivalent. No, not pot, pipe, you know, where you have those like
I
smoker lounges
know.
where everyone thinks they're all
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now how do I roll that here?
Well,
Click that.
bring up your thing. Put it in.
Ah. She can only find pot stores, not pipe stores.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. You might get a new helmet though.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, no. So you it just takes you a little bit longer. You know, the streets aren't particularly packed, and you do manage to find a store that sells, smoking paraphernalia, pipes and handcrafted shisha and all that sort of stuff. Hookah? I don't know what I'm
Hookah.
saying. Hookah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stuff that you can use to smoke things with. Some are very ornate glass blowing things. Some are just crafted with wood. There seems to be a few that are nicely crafted by the metalsmiths in town as well. And they seem to have a little bit more of a markup on them, but they are very ornate. Look very nice. Nice casted metal.
Any that would in general catch her eye as just something to collect.
Well, the middle ones are shiny. They have been well shined, so that is definitely something that sticks out to you. But otherwise, not particularly. Yeah.
All right.
But there's no one in the store. Other than the owner.
Yeah.
Operator.
We'll
Manager.
browse around
Okay.
and then stop and stare at the thing once for a bit before approaching. Excuse me, sir.
Yes. I see you've been
How
looking
much
at
for this
those.
one here? She'll point to one of the
shiny metal ones.
yeah. Especially if any have a dragon-like shape, even though apparently no one knows what a dragon is here.
Yeah. No. I mean, there are some that have like,
Snake lizard.
not really. None of them really have like a, what's the word I'm looking for? none of them really have an animal motif going on. You know,
Ah.
they've got like, you know, spirals and shapes and like smoky things
Oh,
going
spires.
on.
Alright.
But
She'll be interested in the spire.
all right, so
Pretty
you point
cool.
out a nice pipe, nice metal pipe. Well, that one will run you back about 10 gold.
Alright, I'll take that. And what's your recommendation to smoke it? Smoke with this one? I don't know what it would be, like tobacco, yeah,
Well,
spice, a herb, whatever. You know, what's your finest cigar, but in whatever the terms are here.
oh my god. Well, we have tobacco. Not sure what a new continental person like yourself would be particularly interested in, but yes, around here we smoke tobacco. But I do have a spice infused blend that I have been selling. Would that interest you?
Ooh,
Shit.
yes.
Well,
Because they're referring to the
yes,
spice,
yes,
or
they are. But
is
gets
this
out a
one I
nice
could?
small leather pouch. There's like a few grams of tobacco you can see inside of it. Then he opens it and shows it to you, and you know, get a good smell of it. And it smells it smells
Spice.
like your it smells like your nostrils smell when you've not used your fire breath in a long time.
Yeah.
Like after a long nap or something like that. But also there is that that tinge, that metallic sort of ozone sort of feeling that comes through from the spice of the arcane.
All right.
So,
And how much would that one set me back?
well, this whole pouch is 1 gold.
Okay then, deal. But do you have places you recommend I go and smoke this at? Is there any nice smokers' lounges here? And also, is the spice one safe to like smoke in general, or do I have to be careful of the guards?
No, it's perfectly fine, and so smoking pretty much anything around here is as legal as you want it to be. But
Nice.
I just don't. I yeah, its effects can be interesting on the mind, so I would recommend, as you say, finding a lounge to smoke it in. I don't think I know of one particularly close by, but there is a few over in Storm Lodge. Usually the ones that are most reputable advertise directly, so you'll be able to find them.
Welcome to the episode where the gang does drugs.
Well, pirate is drugs,
Mm.
and it's going to be very
Or at least pretends to, slash, I don't know, does drugs work like brewing?
What happens if I lick spice? Maybe this time I'll find out.
Maybe,
Oh no.
maybe. So, he hands you over
So
the
that
pipe
was
and
total of 11.
Yep, of total
11 gold?
11 gold. Very fancy pipe.
I've forgot where all that stuff is.
Inventory.
Inventory.
Yeah. He also
Gold.
asks, do you need anything to light that with? I have got a nice box of matches.
Nah,
matches.
I think I'll be fine for that one, thank you.
Okay.
Got a few sources for that.
Mysterious.
I'd be worried about setting the place on fire if she tried to demonstrate.
Yeah.
But if she starts smoking the spice, depending on the effect it has, well, that might just happen.
Mhm. Shit could get pretty crazy. So,
Mm-hmm.
who's next?
Sure, I'll go next.
Right.
I think you're the last one, aren't you?
I think I am,
Yes.
yes. Two things.
Mhm.
I want to go to the Magic Man.
The Magic Man.
Yes, and I would also like to catch up with Tesolo as well.
Okay. Well, Solo's on the way, and you go through Stormwatch. So,
Sweet.
One was Tesla.
Jeweler Tesolo is the one
Jeweler
that
Tesolo.
sold me the. I sold him the emeralds and got the rings that brought you back to life.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Could go tell him that I sacrificed those rings.
to bring someone back to life.
Mm.
All right. Well,
I'm sure Ailey would wander there after the smoking. It's
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hopefully I have
you're
enough
going all the way
transport
out to the magic shop.
well. So he's gonna have to go through Storm Lodge anyway. So I assume that you go and see Tesolo on your way.
Yeah, sure.
On your way down.
I mean,
So
why not?
Ailey and everybody else will follow you through Storm Lodge. Ailey, you do see walking down the pseudo alley, pseudo street that Tesolo's Jewelers is on. You do see a couple of places that seem to be advertising a nice place to sit down and smoke, as well as sell beverages and other things. Pseudo smoking lounge, pseudo drink bar sort of places, and obviously
Best
restaurants that advertising that they're safe to smoke in as well. Yeah.
Alright, have fun, don't get lost.
So
Mm-hmm.
Can I come with?
yes, you can.
So what?
You
The lounge.
follow Ailey into a lounge.
Yeah, I assumed I was going there by myself. Yeah,
The
I'm gonna go
jewelry
smoke
shop
some
Ailey
drugs.
would want to go to, and then she'll go to the thing shop.
Right. Okay. So you spot all these on your way through and make mental notes of them. Make your way to the jeweler. Yep, it's well open. You see the little halfling Tesolo sitting behind his counter. Seems to be itching something. He's got a little monocle. Well, a set of glasses. One side's a monocle. The other side just doesn't have any glass in it, and it's like a sort of magnifying device. And he appears to have a ring in a vice, and he seems to be setting a jewel.
Just sort of gently knock on the door, so we're not just barging in.
He looks up at you, nods, and goes back to what he's doing.
Just walk in.
Friends, how are you doing? Let me just set this jewel.
No problem. A lot has
Ailey
gone on since we last
staring at
talked.
Yeah. I see. He thinks a little bit more. You see, gem the clasp closed around a nice purple gem, and a fine silver ring. Yes, it's been a few days since I saw you last. A few things have gone on around here.
Yes,
Wait.
we heard a lot.
Well, what brings you by?
I was wanting a chat. I believe that maybe you were looking At the jewel.
Shiny things.
There we go.
I see.
I need more jewelry.
Well, my wares are available.
Do you have anything in copper kind of colors and anything in red kind of colors?
Well, I have some
Preferably matching.
I do have some tarnished gold rings that have sort of a copper like feel to them, and some alloyed brass jewelry as well. It's not usually something people look for. And a few things with rubies and set in them. Would you like me to get you a selection?
Yes.
All right.
I just, yeah, something shiny with something shiny in it.
Well, he pulls out a little board.
Oran will never let me live it down if I miss our birthday again.
Pulls out a little board, and he like pulls out some drawers behind him, and grabs a few bits and pieces, puts them on the board. It lays them out onto the desk, onto the counter, and you see that there's a sort of you know, it's brass, so it is a copper alloy.
Yeah.
So it's got that kind of look to it, but it's not it's not as copper as you're expecting.
Yeah.
And it's got a few diamonds set into bits at the sort of base of it. So it would hang a little bit lower where the diamonds are, and a few rings that are silver and gold, each with rubies, bigger and smaller, set into them. Is this the sort of
Rings sound
things you're
more
looking for?
appropriate. Yes. Yeah, the rings look pretty good. How much are you selling those for each?
Well, for you guys, obviously I've done so much for me. I would happily give each one of these away for 50 gold.
Oh,
So 50 gold each for
Yes,
the two.
yes. These are expensive gems, expensive metals.
we appreciate the friends discount.
Well, Ora. Mm. Can these be enchanted? Do you have any enchanted ones?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I don't know anything about magic. I don't know if they could be. I assume so. I wouldn't say. Don't imagine there'd be any reason why they wouldn't be able to be.
All right, I'll take the two that look similar-ish.
All right. So there's two that are silver with a large ruby set into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they look
100
like-
gold, right?
They look like they were designed as a matching pair for sure, but like extremely gaudy, very much your thing.
Yeah. I've got to add these. I've forgotten how to add like equipment.
So you probably want
Where's the
loot. So just go down to loot, and then there's a little add button along the header.
Oh yeah, on the far right.
Yeah, and then you edit that item that gets added there. Cool. So, how have you been?
Well, it has been interesting times, definitely.
I
We
hear as
understand there have been some interesting times here as well.
Yes, I
Haley would have left now.
Yeah.
Sounds
Figured as much.
bye.
Yes, it's strange that we immediately after gaining a new religion, it immediately seems to get snuffed out. But
Yes, that wasn't far from here either, was it?
No, just outside the gates. So
Hmm.
yes, but most of us aren't particularly religious, so I don't imagine that it was anyone here that sought ill against them. But still,
No, we have our suspicions on who that would be.
oh, you do, do you?
Yes, I don't know if you ever met a ironically somebody who used to be of that faith. His name was Valen.
No, I don't believe I ever met that person.
He traveled with our party for a short time and underwent something of a well, I guess you could call it a coming to God moment.
Hmm,
Except it was not the right God.
I see.
Yes, he went through something very unpleasant, and we suspect that he might be involved somehow in the burning of the church.
Well, it is unfortunate that you have your friend has taken a dark path.
Yes, well, I would like to both thank you and apologize to you. Um,
Oh, okay.
Dear, you will notice, and I'll sort of flex my fingers in front of him, the rings that I acquired from you. I am sorry to tell you that they are no longer in existence.
In existence. It's
Yes.
so they weren't just simply stolen, or what happened?
No, that is where I must thank you as well. Uh, the um, the lady who was just here, my friend Ailey, she was killed, and we had to perform a ritual to attempt to return her soul to her body, and it involved, uh, from what I'm given to understand, things that the people uh, like and treasure and prize. So I offered up these rings, and thankfully it was enough to pull the soul back to the body. But
Well,
in doing so, it used up the essence of the rings.
I'm glad that that my own craft was able to bring someone back to life.
Hmm.
That
That's
is
how powerful your work is.
yes, it's quite amazing.
Mm.
And yeah, if that is indeed the terms of this ritual, then I can certainly see why my outings would have brought her back.
Yes, definitely in her wheelhouse. But yes, so thank you for that, and I apologize for not no longer having them.
That is absolutely fine. I'm glad they went to a good cause. I will have to consider that the next time I'm making any new rings, whether or not they would be useful in such circumstance. Magic
I
is.
believe that your craftsmanship is definitely up to the job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you being such a fine artisan as well. Um,
Well, ain't this just a bunch of dick sucking going on right now?
I was about to say. I was like, so when'd you go out back?
Walks up to the smoking lounge, just like, I'll be back in about an hour. Don't wait up. um, but yes, did you manage to make any headway with the emerald that I sold to you?
uh, yes, that was quite a large emerald, wasn't it?
Hmm.
No, I think it's still sitting in a pile of my other gems.
That
I've,
is fair.
yes, it will be very good once I get to cutting it.
Mhm.
Such a fine specimen. Again, thank you so much for that.
No problem. I also if you happen to see Wayclaw coming in, just know that I sent him your way.
Thank you. But I'm very grateful.
No problem. One more thing. Do you?
It's never
Surely
ends.
you have.
There's one more.
So many questions. One more thing. We find ourselves in a spot of bother. I wonder if you would have any ideas on places where we could track down some shady individuals.
I mean, I'm not usually into those sorts of crowds. I'm afraid.
It's not generally ours either, but somebody in a position of some sort of power has put a bounty out on our group.
I see.
Jesus Christ.
No,
I just gotta tell everyone I know.
Hey, you're right there, Thrax.
I've told 2 halflings. That's it.
Oh, go on, tell them how much we're worth. Fuck.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, I can't say. I can't say that I would know exactly where. I know that the area that I'm in does tend to have a reputation of the shadier sort. But not in a sort of criminal way, just a sort of you can buy any sort of thing around here. So perhaps perhaps someone around here might know something about it.
I'm not above purchasing some information.
Yes, I wish I had information for you to purchase.
No problem. Is there a bar, perhaps, or something nearby where I might be able to find somebody?
I mean,
Close to this.
there are plenty of bars nearby. Any number of them could contain any sort of shadier character that you're looking for. I don't really have the fingers in the pies to be able to tell you any more.
No, perfectly fine. I understand.
Specifically about bounties and all that.
I would not expect it to be a wheelhouse. Until recently, it wasn't mine either. But yes, thank you very much again, and I will leave you to your work. Hope you have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too. Stop by any time.
Thank you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mhm.
So, Ailey and Thrakus. You make your way away from
Show
Tasoma.
me the way to the next whiskey bar.
Yeah, make your way out and along the street until you find the closest place that seems to have been advertising as a smoking lounge.
Does it look like that Ailey needs to get changed
Yeah.
before going in, or does it look fine?
It looks fine. Most of these places don't look like they're particularly fancy in any sort of semblance of the word.
She was hoping to get into the super fancy rich ones, because
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
where those kind of people that put out fake bounties from positions of power would
I
be.
mean, you don't know. It's
So's
fake.
Ailey. I have one outfit, and I'm
Yeah.
not changing.
So, so this place is it's got like a it's got a sign attached out front of the front door. That's like above it. That's a smoking pipe that actually has smoke sort of billowing out of it. Not in like a fiery sense. It's like a smoke machine sort of deal.
Yeah.
But it immediately catches your eye because you're, Ailey.
Oh.
Yeah, so So
Let's go to this one.
it's up a set of stairs, and above the store below it. You just immediately come out into, once you go up the stairs and open the door, you immediately come into this place that smells of smoky wooden textures, and it's just a whole lot of smells and textures that are just entering your nostrils, flowing just directly into the back of your throat.
Textures?
Yeah,
Textures
Yeah.
in my nostrils?
yeah. The air itself.
Jesus.
Yeah, the air itself
not
is
high enough
just
You've
to eat
clearly
it.
never walked into a house where people smoke inside.
yeah. Luckily,
Uh.
it's not like
Yeah, I'd probably don't.
yeah. Luckily, it's not the like ashtray smell or the, like that sort of badness. It is not. It
Yeah.
is an assault on your nostrils for sure, but it is not. It is not bad. Like you immediate, because especially considering both of your heritages,
Yeah.
you're totally fine with the sensation.
So more along the brimstone-y kind of.
Well, no. So there's not like there's not a sulfur or anything. It's like smoked oak, wood chips and all that sort of stuff. Those of you, because you're both resistant to fire as
Burning
well. You've got
forest?
them, but kind of. But
I
but
never
like
burnt down a forest.
no, but like
I'm not familiar.
no, but like when you've created a
What did you
campfire,
know?
you've taken sticks of different types of wood. You've got like apple tree and all that sort of stuff. You've got a whole bunch of sweet smells mixing in with smoky flavors. You've got a bunch of different like herbal flowers as well,
Like
as clearly
hot oil.
they've been adding a bunch of different things into their tobacco blends. So you've got like lavender and raspberries and fucking just all sorts of shit. Just every flavor you could possibly conceive of someone deciding to put in their tobacco just hits
I've
you,
done it.
and it smells
Everyone vaped in here and it's gross.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of seeping out of the walls.
Oh, good thing I intend to assault my nostrils.
Yes. But yeah, you walk in and it is very lavish as well. It is covered in, there's fine drapes down
Comfy
the
chairs.
walls. There's very comfy chairs, lots of leather chairs, and well-maintained cotton and just regular fabric chairs, and log sofas, and even single sitting chairs. There's like a nice bookcase at the far end that's full of books, and it's got nice little reading tables that have
We need to go over there.
yeah.
Alright, but I'm not reading.
But yeah. And then immediately to your left when you enter, there is a bar, sort of.
Oh,
bar
wait
counter
there
thing,
first.
that has,
I don't like mixing.
has
things,
rows and rows of different liquors behind it, and a couple of bartenders, and you've got a bunch of people in there who are drinking and smoking and reading books and just having a whale of a time.
A whale of a time.
What is
So-
this, Moby Dick?
Yes. So you approach the old barkeep.
A cube?
What'll it be?
Alien?
Whiskey, please.
No,
There.
not ale for the alien.
Just straight whiskey.
It's never ale.
Yes.
You heard it.
On the rocks.
Oh,
I don't know what that means.
diluted this time.
We don't have rocks to put in your drink. I don't.
Just
I'll
as
get you-
is.
Okay, you got it. Pours you a nice
Uncouth, honestly.
short glass of of some fire whiskey. That'll be 2 silver.
Steep.
Thank you. And she'll attempt to ask, and thieves can't during all the transaction.
Yeah.
Whether there's anyone to purchase information off of here.
Roll a perception.
Perception. Perception.
So he doesn't seem to know what you're saying. Doesn't seem to respond to your thieves' cant.
Yeah.
But the bartender beside him, who seems like the senior staff, or duty manager, hospitality things. Seems to pick up what you're putting down, and sort of motions in a direction where there does seem to be a couple of characters sitting down by the bookcases.
Yeah, so not the usual go and pick up this book and read it, and they'll come.
Yeah. Anything for you, miss? As he looks over your shoulder at Thrakus.
Nah, I don't mix pleasures, mate.
Fair enough.
Ailey would have given a nod to the other bartender, but
Yep. Subtle. So, got your whiskey. What's the plan?
Just so subtle.
Ailey will hand the
Go to that
pipe
nice little corner over there.
and the tobacco to Thrakus. I'm gonna go talk to these people. You can come too if you want. Otherwise, ta-da!
Well, I thought we were gonna have a nice, chill session together. Well, I'm just gonna experiment with stuff with just strangers.
I've gotta go and talk to these
Dude.
people first. You saw how badly Varys was doing. One of us has to figure out what's going on.
What, you don't want to be spiced up for it first?
Peer pressure.
Little bit of spice? Because I was going
There
for
way
something
for her
harder
to
than just this.
roll persuasion to see whether she would be able to against Ailey.
Oh, I would not, but I will
You're welcome
try.
to.
Classic.
Roll an insight check. Ailey.
God.
Ailey.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I'll finish my whiskey and then we'll have a session together.
Alright, maybe I will go read a book.
You don't want to come too?
You know I'm gonna mess that up.
Eh.
Alright, I'll go.
Where's Willie with all this? With Varys?
Probably holding on to the horses because they wouldn't have fit down the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Come back,
horses had to stay
everyone!
with someone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, Willie, Micaiah, and Joe are off having their own little special adventure with the horses. It's like a Pixar adventure. One of the horses gets loose, and it's a whole thing. Anyway,
Which horse?
Willie's
Could
horse.
not be
Obviously, it's the only one that the only one that has someone who could actually talk to it and actually have it respond to. So, anyway.
Or better, Willie's run off, and we just call it Free Willie.
Yeah, perfect. Anyway, so you guys make your way over to the shadier looking characters over by the bookcase, who have two of them sitting around a table, a couple of humans. They are in gaudier looking clothing, sort of fancy cloaks. And they are smoking up a storm.
Ailey's like, damn it, see, I should have gone and changed.
I haven't bathed in days.
I believe that Joe did prestidigitate us at one point.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Did he?
you've got like a new
Okay.
card.
She's got a new gaudy ring on, though, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is that pro?
And I mean, you kind of look kind of like that anyway. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You managed to make it work. So both
Like,
of you
how do you
approach.
stand out yet
That's like-
blend in
that's
so
like-
well?
You've got your wings out. You've got like small horns growing. You've got the flicker of scales starting to appear above your neckline and stuff. So you're definitely standing out a little bit more these days. And you've got a 6-foot demon behind you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Racist. Also not 6 feet tall.
I
6
thought you
foot,
were.
you
I thought you were.
fuck do you
I
pull
thought
that
you
from?
were. I thought you were
I have
tall.
no height reference.
We
I
did
thought
discuss
you were
that
tall.
Rikus was tall,
Yeah,
but
I thought you
shorter than
guys. I
Ailey,
thought that
so
you
I
guys
guess
were.
that's what makes sense.
Yeah, I thought the idea was
Taller
that
than
you were
Ailey.
all pretty tall, and
Like, we,
and,
yeah.
yeah, and you've got a
Embarrassing.
half. Yeah, and you've got a halfling.
Because I think
Yeah, I'm
Willie
not
was the
tall.
Yeah,
tallest.
that
like-
Willie's super tall,
like-
like crazy tall for even
6 foot
for.
tall. I'm like 5'8".
Okay, that's still pretty
I'll write
tall.
that in.
That's like my
5'8".
height.
But
That's
That's
my
easy to
height
mistake.
in real
for-
life.
well, everyone's tall to me. I'm like 5, not even 1 in real life.
So, anyway,
How the
I wanted to pretend to be taller for a change. That's why Ailey's like, I think 6'4". I
Yeah.
wanted to make her taller than my family, but I think one of them might be 6'4".
anyway, regardless, there is a relatively tall demon. Demon-looking individual.
Racist.
Who is behind
Also,
you.
just lazy.
Well, they'd probably be trying to
Tiefling.
decide who is the demon, or if we
You
both
just said
are.
Tiefling.
Did you say the
How
D
is
word? My God.
These
Tiefling.
people don't know.
Are racist. So stop
They
it.
don't know what a dragon is or a tiefling, so they're just gonna assume we're demons.
They're ignorant. All right.
They are
Now,
ignorant. That
frickin-
is correct. Anyway,
GM does not need to repeat that.
okay. Anyway, you approach, and they
Excuse
immediately
me, is this seat taken?
they immediately eye both of you up, and are just sort of like, "No."
Brilliant.
even the-
Ailey
is this
just
even the
sits
people?
down.
Really
even the
wish
bartender?
Ailey just took the seat. I
Yeah.
really wish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
That's
the people
what
that the
happened.
bartenders pointed out.
Right.
That wanted
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah. So you, so Ailey
So she'll make
Takes the seat.
generics.
that's across
Yeah.
for these two. Thrikus grabs a seat from one of the other tables, flips it around in a swift motion, and sits down in it. The same, right beside.
Does the whole.
Yeah.
Oh, and I put my sort of elbows on the back and just sort of cradle my face in my hands, just looking at them
Yeah.
with my entirely black eyes.
Yeah. Ailey will like take a small sip
Pupil,
of the
yeah,
whiskey
pupilless eyes.
And
and
staring
put
at
it down,
Hmm.
You just struggle
and
to-
then she'll
struggle
pick
to
it back
fit-
up.
Struggle to sit down with your wings behind you on this chair.
Yeah. So she's trying to
You really
look
should have flipped your
competent.
chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to look competent and like sips the whiskey and puts it down and then kind of like reshuffles the wings and then picks up the whiskey and just downs the whole lot and puts it down.
Yeah. Um.
And it, like in Thieves
Yes. So as you sit down, they sort of go, do we know you? In a sort of like attempting to dismiss you knowing.
Do
Um,
I
yeah.
know
Ailey
you?
will attempt to, make some comment about the weather or whatever, but in thieves can't basically go, I was told you sell information.
And I just smile, cock my head, and my tail just sort of lashes around a bit.
Yeah. Oh,
But she
Okay.
won't say sell, she'll be like, we're told you provide information.
yeah. So again, so in response to your question, talking about the weather, and thieves can't. They basically state, yeah, we do. What sort of information are you looking for?
How does one go about getting an unofficial bounty?
Well, there are many avenues. It depends on the sort of depends on the amount and the sort of bounty you want. If it's just a dead or alive sort of thing, or a lost item sort of thing. There's many different ways. Usually, you go about it by finding people like us, telling us your price, and we distribute that information.
What if
I
we
heard-
reverse engineer that and find out who put a bounty on someone?
Well, that would go against a lot of the secret policies that we have. But if you provided a significant amount of coin, there might be something in it that we could do.
How about double what the bounty's worth? Because the bounty was shit, right?
The bounty was
It was
1,000 gold.
Yeah,
gold.
at the
Oh,
time.
was it? Fuck.
At the
Yep.
time,
Yeah.
it was 1,000 gold.
I thought it was way less than that.
No,
Nope.
but all of you
We-
had like 2,000 gold at the time, but you guys have since gone and fucking spent it all. So currently, it is about like half of what you guys have in total.
Mhm.
No,
But
Also,
Some of
Ailey
you-
has
Also-
enough for the.
you cut right out there, Haley.
Yeah.
Oh no, I stopped talking because Thoracus was talking.
right. Oh, okay. I just wanted to also add in here. I have no clue what is going on because I don't speak thieves' count.
No, you were
Yeah.
just hearing them talk nicely about the weather.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm just sort of looking slightly menacing.
Yep.
And awkward.
But also, like, everyone's facial expressions are probably giving away that they're not talking about the weather.
No, well,
I mean,
roll
I know
a
that you came to like do some shit.
yeah.
But,
roll a
I
perception.
also know
Thrakus.
that I'm
Let's
not
see
going to
what
understand
you
anything.
let's see what you actually see.
Oh,
No, you roll pretty high. Yeah, it definitely seems like they're having an ulterior conversation. Simply by the inflections that they use. You know specifically they aren't talking about the weather because it's not related to weather that we've recently had. Like, you know that it was raining a couple of days ago, but they're talking about like storms and a bunch of different shit going on, and using a lot of jargon that wouldn't even like. It would definitely not come up in common situations, common language. So you are very aware that they are having a completely different conversation in some sort of code.
Mhm. And I knew that, we were going to be doing this sort of stuff with Ailey.
Yeah.
Coming into these places. So I had context.
So you're
Yeah.
getting a kind of gist of what's going on. You understand that there's some sort of transaction, that they've
That they're
explained something to Ailey. Ailey's asking things. Yeah. You get
Okay.
there. It'll be very easy for
Cool,
Ailey
cool.
to
Thank you.
explain what's happened once this is over, because you've
Yeah.
basically got the gist.
Man, we should have done more hand signal stuff. We're better at this.
yeah.
We need to discuss some signals
Yes.
too. Besides kill your brother, because that one I'm still waiting for, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So,
So, are you going to? You've said, what about if you doubled the thing? and they
No,
say,
wait, that was before I realized that we
yeah,
could
no,
have.
yeah, but you said it. So they say,
Yeah.
well, that depends on what the bounty is you're trying to figure out.
Well, how much is it to just cancel the bounty if you don't want to tell us which? I'm trying to remember which politician was the one that put it out. Though normally people don't like to work too close with the politicians, so I'm very disappointed to hear this thieves guild has been.
You're shaming them into telling us what's going on. I love it.
Well,
The morals
I
of thieves.
I don't know what sort of thieving your thieves guild gets up to in the old continent, but around here we do tend to make ourselves a little bit more useful to those in power, especially when it gives us the amenities you see before you. What I can
Yeah.
say is, if there is such a bounty that has been put out by one of the politicians, then there's not much really we can do about rescinding such a bounty until it is cashed out, or until that politician has been shown to not either have the available funds, or whether or not it is really worth it. And if it is the bounty that I believe that you were talking about, considering, then, well, it's looking more and more like it isn't worth it. So.
Yeah.
But that does present another
Yeah.
problem, where it is very likely, in this scenario, that they are upping the bounty as we speak.
My client here, because Ailey doesn't look like the picture,
Yeah.
is very upset that someone would put a bounty on her and her girlfriend.
At
Yep.
this point, I'm just sort of, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just picking at my teeth with my fingernail.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pointy, so that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
decent.
Yeah.
I'm just picking my
It's a
teeth.
subtle intimidation tactic.
I mean, you'd think so, but I don't know what's going on.
No, you don't.
I'm not good at this shit.
Now we've
But,
already killed 2 lots. Yeah, they've already killed 2 lots
You said
of
we.
people that
You said we. We'll keep it in there. Yep.
of people
Assassins.
attempting to cash in on this bounty.
Yes.
Oh, they were not assassins, believe me.
They were
Bunch of
technically
mercs thinking they
assassins.
can get some easy gold. You are aware that one of the people on that bounty is literally like the Queen of Death and brings people back to life and stuff.
Yes, but she wasn't. Well, she wasn't required for the entire bounty. She was just.
That's
sort of
not what the bounty says. And the
Yeah,
politician will say that when someone shows up, only managing to have killed like 2 of the people.
Well, only the higher ups within the guild know exactly what the bounty is for. We only tell the agents what they need to know, and if they die, they die.
Then clearly I need to be speaking to someone higher up.
Is that so?
Your competence in this matter doesn't seem as good as the last lot I spoke to back in the Elven Kingdom. Their guild is a lot more under control, though it was being run by a demon. But don't worry, we killed him too.
where am I in all this?
You're making
You're at the
your
magic shop.
You're making your sweet time to the your sweet walk to the magic
Oh,
shop.
for God's
You were having your conversation in the jewelry store and then walking to the thing, and in that time we've been
Yeah, we've We've been having this conversation.
Oh god.
Well, that's all well and good, but as far as I see it, we have no reason to continue to talk. Honestly, we are not going to simply remove the bounty. If it so happens that you are more trouble than you're worth, then we will simply rescind it. If it turns out that you are worth quite a reasonable amount of money, then you will find yourself quite possibly at war with the Thieves Guild here. So there might be a demon amongst us as well. At the very least, I don't
That is
take
why
any.
we wish.
I do not take any. We do not take any. Not hold any ill will towards your kind or your friends. We are simply looking to get paid, and I understand that you have been in that situation before as well.
Yes, this is why I'd like to speak to your higher ups.
Well, if they deem it pertinent to do so, then they will contact you. If you're
Oh no, we don't have time to wait around for this.
Well, that's the best you're going to get.
We don't have signals. Fuck, how do I signal that we just punch them in the face now?
Oh no.
Well, I imagine
Can I
just
roll another perception for the mood, or does my other one stand?
Can
I
I mean, you definitely sense that the mood is getting a bit sour, but only on Ailey's end. They seem like they're still, perfectly fine with the situation.
Well,
it just seems
I'd
like
rather
Ailey's
pay
getting a
attention
little.
to what
Ailey's getting a little pissed off.
Okay, Ailey's gonna
enough talk about these
stand-
freaking tornadoes that never even bloody well happened.
Ailey's gonna stand up and just be like, well, I tried to warn you. And then wander off to have a session with Thyricus, but keep an eye on them, because basically she will try and whisper to Thyricus so that they don't know. But her plan now is to basically wait till they leave and beat them up in the alley until they take them. She knows starting a fight in the bar could mean any number of people that are also part of it, but if she waits for them to leave, or at least the one she spoke to, if the other one stays behind, she doesn't mind.
Okay.
But yeah, so they'll have their session, and Ailey will explain the plan to Thyricus.
Okay. Well, you guys sit down and then get ready for your session.
God.
Meanwhile, Varys has made his way to the magic shop.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just processing that exchange. Okay. How full
Literally
is the place looking?
Ailey and Thyricus go off alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
and Ailey does pretty well
doing
to
a hard rethink on my ideas.
No, but yeah, you're just, if it was Oran instead of Ailey, that bar would not be in the state
it would
that
be
it's in.
melting right now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ailey has better control of her anger, unlike Oran.
Anyway, Varys, you have made it down to magic shop, and let's say that Makai is coming.
Cool.
There's
some idle chit chat along the way, and ask her how she's finding the place.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Definitely. Do you think I made a bad call in letting Thyricus and Ailey go off on their own?
No, they seem sensible enough.
Yeah, you're right. No, I should trust them more.
They usually make good decisions.
Yes.
Especially
I don't know what I was
Correctus.
worrying about. That's fine.
But anyway, yeah, you make it to the magic shop.
Ye-
Yeah, take it to the magic shop. And yeah, it's there's a couple of people in there. You know, it's still not crazy busy or anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the same people come to visit and sort of idly browse, not really sure. You know, a lot of people around here don't know magic that much, so they're
Let's
you
just
know,
look at the cool
yeah, there's
stuff.
a lot of idle curiosity. There's a couple
Window
of
shop.
yeah. Occasionally, you see definitely someone who's from the other continent come in and actually know what they're looking for and browse properly. But today it's just a couple of humans in there.
Alright. I'll make my way up to the counter.
Ah, yes. What can I do for you?
Just wanted to check in on how the progress is going.
Well, I think I'm almost there.
Wonderful. Do you have a rough estimate on the cost?
Well, how much time and effort this has taken me. Well, I guess I've learnt a lot as well. Let's say an even 500 gold.
Wonderful. And how much was it for the pistol?
Yes. Let me look at his stuff here. Where did I put it? Where's that bitch? The gun enchant that you're after.
Yes.
That was 2,000 gold in total, I believe.
Wonderful. So I put down 1,500 so far.
Yes.
So call the 500 from that for the what's it called? I've lost the word. The player has lost it. For the plate mail,
Yes.
and then just put the 1,000 towards the gun enchantment.
You got it.
I was wondering if I could offer something in way of trade to put towards that.
Yes. What do you have in mind?
I do happen to have, and what's the deal with spice? Is it illegal for random people to just be having it?
Doesn't seem to be.
No, so good.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like it's a resource that's pretty scarce.
Yeah.
And it's usually pretty expensive. Where it's not just used for idle curiosity. It seems like a lot of people in this kingdom don't really understand its true potential, and they've been using it to power machines and to very specific niche things, as opposed to the Elven Kingdom where they're using it for just a variety of magic bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't this guy is not from around here, and probably hasn't experienced spice like any of you have. So he might not be fully aware of its capability.
Okay. Well, I do have for offer 2 pounds of spice.
Yes, I've been hearing differing things on that substance. I'd be very interested in seeing what it can do. You're looking to
Well,
sell, are you?
yes, if I could put this towards my enchantment for my weapon.
You would like me to use it in the enchantment of your weapon?
Well, I mean, if that brought the price down, or I could just sell it to you in exchange for lowering the price on my gun.
Well, I do want to experiment with it, and it would be a pretty good use for it.
I do employ its use myself. It is somewhat random given my a lack of magical capabilities personally, though.
And he squints at you. Yes, I would imagine so.
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you what. Leave it with me. I'll see what I can do with it. If I do manage to make it easier on myself, or if I do find it useful, then I will absolutely take it off your bill. Otherwise, I will simply return it to you.
Fair enough. Yes, I know that it is used for a very specific stuff here, but the elves in particular seem to use it for a lot of arcane uh, undertakings. So I imagine you would find quite a bit of use out of it with some experimentation.
Yes, I do imagine so.
Hmm.
I have heard the stories. I will see what comes of it.
Fair enough. I could also give you a demonstration of what I have been able to do with it, if you would like.
Hmm. Yes, I am. I suppose why not? What sort of thing are we talking here? Are you throwing it in explosives, or
Uh,
what are you doing?
I am using it in my bullets.
Oh, very interesting. Okay,
Yes.
we'll need some
A
form
target
of
of
long
some form.
range area. I don't
Yes.
imagine we'd want to do it out in the open. Follow me.
Cool.
And he
I follow.
lifts up with the counter and walks out and goes up a set of stairs that seem to go nowhere. You're not sure exactly where in this building they're supposed to lead to, but they go.
Okay.
They go up, and he comes. You come to a door. He gets out a set of keys. That's like just a shitload of keys on a massive ring. And he looks through a couple of them, and then insets one into a lock, twists it clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise again, and then puts it back to rest, pulls it out, opens the door, and you immediately hear the chirping of birds and the crackle of cicadas as you come out onto a freshly cut grass field with a target far off in the distance. I think this will do for our requirements right now.
Varys is just looking at him and like slowly blinking.
Yes. I see you have
This
not
is some good
experienced
shit
things.
you've got here. No, well, I've seen some very good uses of magic, and I've experienced some very bad uses of magic.
Well, this one, can't live here or anything like that, but it's useful for demonstrations.
Foray? That's
Yes.
fair. Okay, I will take a shot at the target then. I'm using my good spicy bullets, not my questionable ones.
Good.
Oh, I don't have an. Oh, Skelly, have you messed with my
What's happened?
stuff? I went to click on my hotbar, but apparently my controlled actor doesn't have an item named Fox's Folly.
You do. I think your macros probably just got a bit weird.
Oh.
Oh.
So you might have to just rebind that.
Yeah.
But if you go to your sheet, you can grab it from there instead. Yeah, that'll hit.
Sweet. And a spicy bullet.
Spicy.
See what it does.
Cool. All right. So your bullet rips through the target, you're taking a good chunk out of it, but the remaining chunk seems to like shift and move and like phase in and out, making it very difficult to really make out, and you would very much likely impose disadvantage on trying to attack it a second time.
That's fair.
Well, that is
yes.
interesting reaction.
As I say, it is very random, as I am not an arcane user myself. But for the most part, it's pretty good.
I see. And you use this in your bullets, and not you haven't enchanted
Yes.
this weapon in any case.
No, I have not. I don't have that sort of capability.
I see.
But I imagine it is something that could be done with the right materials.
Well, I imagine that.
And they know how.
I imagined maybe that gives me some very interesting things to think about. Using your weapon as a magical focus of some sort.
Yes.
Well, once I am completed with your chest plate, I will absolutely take a very keen look into what we can do with the spice in your other weapon.
Definitely. Sounds good. And can I just shoot again?
Sure. At disadvantage, if you
Ah, shit. I didn't.
That's fine.
Well, that's a 1. But I could reroll once.
You can. Wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, it automatically re-rolled the 1 for you.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Because it's your nature, and you got a 6. And
So it's 13.
And your other one, so we'll take the first one, which is 13. So that'll stop it.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know that automatically does that for you. Yep, so roll another
spicy bullet.
Spicy bullet. And next time you don't have to like select disadvantage or anything like that. What you do is if you hover over the card in the chat, you see there's a plus and a minus over the number. So if you click minus, it would roll another d20 and would give you that at disadvantage.
Oh, I see. Yes, I get you.
Anyway, this time you got a fireball, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So roll a d6. No, roll 8d6.
Good God.
Hold on. Let me see if I can actually just. How do I do that? It's really annoying. I'm gonna figure out a better way of doing this. Because I can't just like cast it. Can I like drag it onto your thing? Will that work? Yes. So if you go into your spells,
Sure. Yep.
spell book, and cast that fireball.
I have no available third level
Yeah,
spell slots.
just don't try to
cast it anyway.
Cast without the spell slot thing. Just untick that.
I have no available spell slots with which to cast fireball.
So untick consume spell slot, untick plus magic thing. Yeah.
There's yeah, I get you.
That's really good. Man, it's so mean. Cool. So if I use second shot, it's
like, and so the blur figure.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but sometimes it's really good, and I fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fire, and then even though it's shaking and shimmering, you hit it dead straight right in the bullseye, and then it just fucking explodes into a shadow of hay and thing, and just a big fiery ball of things just shoots out in a 20-foot radius. It's absolutely annihilating this patch of grass. Whoa. Yes, I see it is extremely random. That's not very useful, is it?
Not in its current state. It's usually 60-40 split on being good for me or bad for me.
Well, that kind of power, just from a just from a
That's all it'll allow me to do.
yeah, that's not great for this range. Anyway, yes, if we were able to harness such power, more what's the word? More let's simply more deliberately, then we would definitely have something very powerful in our hands. So I will absolutely take your spice off you and see what I can do with it.
Wonderful. I'll hand him over 2 pounds of it, so that's two satchels.
2 satchels.
I've got a total of 5, so I'm getting 2.
Spice.
I'll take off 2 of my spicy bullets that I've got as well.
Let me delete you. Right.
Wonderful.
Well,
And I think from there, yeah, just off I go, I suppose.
pleasure doing business with you.
You too. I hope you find some good times in the experimentation.
Oh, I intend.
Off we go.
Cool. So you make your way back into town, attempting to find Ailey and Thrakus, who are currently yes.
Yep.
What?
So they are, they get the pipe out. Ailey is mostly familiar with how this is supposed to work, having seen her father and mother partake. So picks the pipe with her spice laced tobacco.
Thrakus takes out her pouch of spice,
Oh,
grabs one of the
no.
books off the bookshelf, and steadily cuts her a line.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get back in everyone's OD'd.
Okay. All right.
Just
Okay.
a thin one. It's just for starters. You know, we're not here
Alright.
to die for science.
Well,
But a nice thin line.
well, Ailey,
I turn, stare at the guys across the bar before snorting it off the book.
fabulous. Cool. Well, I'll get you to make an Arcana check. Meanwhile, Ailey, puffs a little. Oh my god.
Good shit. Holy crap. Natural 20 coming through, and it's probably needed.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Ailey, puffs a little bit of fire breath into the pipe to light it up. Takes a few smoke drags on it. I will get Ailey to also make an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
that went
Very
way better
chill.
than the.
The dice gods smile upon you, too.
It's because it's
like it.
something involving fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay.
So, well, here we go. So, fuck, I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen to you guys. Shit's
Okay, I
gonna
have
get
hinted at this
crazy.
so many times. How do you not have a plan for
I have semblances of a plan. I don't have a actual plan. I expected you to roll at least poorly for this.
Skelly knew what was going to happen
Fascinating.
if we rolled bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at the very least, both of you immediately feel the effects of what's happening. The magic. Euthericus are familiar with some sort of arcanal properties happening around you. So you're
Oh,
familiar
don't call
with
it that, mate.
Yeah, arcanal.
Okay.
Arcanal, baby.
Good.
And
We
then
don't do that shit
yeah,
around here.
you feel it. You feel the sort of magic you know flow through you like you do when you cast your normal spells, or you use your hellish rebuke. And
Literally any of my other spells.
yeah, all your spells, just any spell, just the sort of feeling, but it's way more potent than you've ever felt before, and it washes over your
Spicy.
entire body.
Mm.
And immediately you are no longer in the bar, at least not to your awareness. No longer covered in smoke. You are now
No, I'm
sitting.
busy tasting orange.
No, you're sitting. It seems like you're sitting back in the forests where you had previously been before you were making your journey over here. Your research area amidst the Feywild. But so much so it feels extremely different. Like you have approached the Feywilds much closer than you'd ever had truly gone before. You might even feel a little bit like you're actually there in the Feywild, as the trees sort of glinter around you. It's like spices falling from the trees around you, glinting in the moonlight that is now directly coming through the trees into your face. You feel a sort of warm presence come in behind you, where you're sitting, and sit next to you, and you look over and you see that it is Jamie, but she's not saying anything, and you can't bring yourself to say anything at all either. You just seem content at this moment. Yeah. What are you gonna try and do? Anything?
Well, I mean, you say I'm content in this moment, but I'd never be content with any Fae nearby.
Yeah. It was a fleeting moment.
Yes.
There's the immediate sensation that you got. What is your second?
Okay.
That is what I'm asking of you. Is what is your conscious, actual
Within the bar lounge thing act. You
well,
mean?
yeah.
Or-
So you're currently
Yeah,
currently all you're seeing is the forest that you come back to, your home forest around you. It's very familiar, but it feels like you have entered the Feywild there, and it is extremely magical energies are radiating around you, and it seems like Jamie has just stepped in beside you, and the first feeling
and
you
I
get
can't say anything.
the first feeling you get is contentment, and you look over at Jamie as if to say something, but nothing comes out, and then that is where you get your control back, and you turn.
So I turn to Jamie, and I straight up kiss her.
Nice.
Like, straight up sweeping, bend her down, sweep her off her feet level, full on make
Oh yeah.
Cool.
immediately.
It's gonna be Ailey, isn't it?
No. That would be pretty goddamn funny.
I have plans.
That would be pretty funny.
My, what big horns you have, Jamie.
So because it feels amazing, exactly as you expected it would, as everything's going fantastically, but then you feel something in the back of your mind, like your life force is being drained out through this kiss. And as you try to pull away, you see now that Jamie is becoming what is feared in her as her features become gaunt. She becomes that raven-like creature that she had previously been when Ailey had died. And you can feel her hands have become actually bone and not flesh. And then snap, you're back in the bar, looking around after having taken this massive hit of arcane energy.
Oof.
And that is Thoracus. Anyway, Ailey, in the midst of
Oh,
her
yeah.
Did I do
thing.
anything in the bar?
Just wait until until
that,
Ailey's
really?
had her experience, please.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yep. We'll go
As
catch up.
you both having them at the same time. so,
Whew.
Well, I would
Yep.
expect Ailey's would be milder, considering
Yes.
it's smoking tobacco,
Yeah,
not
you're only
doing
smoking
a line
tobacco.
of sight.
No, you are not. You are not going absolutely insane with this. Ailey, you feel elated immediately. You feel like you've got a whole lot of power, like you could burn the world down. And as you get that feeling, there's a flicker in the back of your mind of the Black Sun God. Sort of seems like it's whispering to you through this energy that you've accumulated. Yes, burn them all, and then it's over.
Let's burn those guys.
But
They were mean to us.
there you are, back in the bar. Well, you
Are those
never
two
left,
guys
Ailey,
still
but
there? Yeah.
they are still there. Yes, it's only been a couple of minutes. But yeah, you continue to toke on your pipe, and just feeling elated. It's definitely a good. It takes away the aches and pains of walking,
Life on the
flying,
road.
and the growing pains of your horns and your wings. Yeah, it's very therapeutic. Thoracus. Thoracus?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Yeah?
You back in the bar?
Well, I'm back in the bar.
Yes.
Were there any consequences?
Not visually.
Like, what did I do in the bar?
It seems like you were just.
Well, I was
It seems like
busy.
you had. It seems like the time that you had spent wherever you were was only second moments here. You didn't seem to do anything. You just sort of sat back in your chair and just sort of went blank for a bit. But nothing outside seems to have changed. All you see is Ailey sitting across from you, toking on a pipe, breathing out smoke.
Possibly a little
Yeah.
fire coming out with the breathing of smoke.
Yes.
Do I feel any more of the effects? Or is it literally just a brief moment?
You feel like you're you still feel that sort of drained of life feeling. It's the wisps of it, so it's not like while you were in the dream it seemed like you were like dying, but now you were just feel a little sluggish, like a little hungover even.
Rude, honestly. I thought this high would last longer. Jeez.
I mean, every time you've seen it, every time you've seen Spice in action, it's usually like sort of done. So
Yeah, but now it's literally in my body. I didn't expect it all to just be used up. Boring. At least not without some level of direction whatsoever.
Mm. Well,
Fucking
the fact that you
weirdos.
rolled pretty high in Arcana is the reason why you didn't really just die. So be thankful.
You don't think I know that?
You
I
survived
just
your first
figured
myth
you're
trip.
more than a
Yeah.
weird death vision. Fuck.
You also just
Easy.
you just snorted magic powder. I mean, I
Yes,
don't
I
know what
did.
you were expecting.
The fact that other people usually smoke it for a bit of a high really does indicate the ability to get high.
Mhm. And if you ask Ailey about her experience, you'll see that it is still kind of fleeting, and it's mainly just adding to nicotine.
Yeah, this is
And
boring. I need a
because
drink.
because neither of you are sorcerers or wizards, you don't really know exactly what you're supposed to do with the spice. How is
Yeah,
exactly
that's
supposed to
why
work?
I'm.
That's why you just
That's
fucking
why-
Why I'm
snort it.
experimenting.
You are indeed
Why I'm
experimenting with it.
experimenting. In any case, now I'm gonna go up to the bar and buy a fucking drink because Jesus Christ, this is boring.
All right. Yes. What can I get you?
Fuck, what do I even want? Y'all don't have a drinks menu. Can I have an ale?
Sure. Gets a flagon. Pours you some ale. That'll be a silver.
Fucking expensive this place. You guys got anything stronger? And
I mean,
I
we've
don't
got.
mean alcohol.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't really sell anything else. I'm afraid.
Ailey, can we go yet? Just down my drink.
Well,
To
Ailey,
like stare at the guys across the table.
okay. They
Uh,
She'll walk back over.
you gotta walk back over
Yeah,
to the people.
Yeah.
I walk back over like, oh, okay. Okay, so we're going to
Yeah.
visit the dudes.
Okay, you walk back over to the guys.
She'll be like,
Follow your lead.
I'm giving you one last chance
Oh,
to
no.
take me to your superior.
Roll
If
an
you want to
intimidation.
keep the. Because I presume they've seen that the actual fire was coming out of her mouth while she was smoking.
I mean, they
But
might
maybe
have.
not. They might not have noticed.
I mean, I made eye contact with them while snorting a line of
Right.
spice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Well, Thrakus, do you want to? I imagine Thrakus is assisting on this. Can you roll
Yeah.
an intimidation, Thrakus?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was close.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still.
They
Still
I
sufficiently
only
am
one of
bored,
you.
and that makes me dangerous.
Yeah. Still only one of you.
But
He
they only
responds-
have to be scared of one of
Yeah.
us.
He responds, well, whatever you do to us will undoubtedly be less bad than what they will do to us if we brought you. So, do what you
Oh,
will.
no. We're not going to do something to you. We're going to do something to your establishments.
We don't. What? Okay.
They said before that they owned this place.
You guys do
No.
And
realize
that they relied on the
I'm a
bounty
tiefling.
for that.
No, they just.
Okay, Ailey, please.
Wait, no, I'm
I know that they
like
care for
that's
these
what it
places.
sounded like
So,
Kelly earlier,
yeah, they were.
which is why I planned this. But if
Right.
that's not what they meant,
I mean, there's a. they sort of implied that it was more of an implication that they were allowed to just sort of be out in the open because of their dealings with the ministers and stuff. They didn't explicitly say or even really imply that this is the place that they own. Yeah.
The way you said that they can afford these kind of things, I thought you meant as in
No, as
this
in like
establishment.
just like sitting there drinking fine whiskeys and ales and just smoking and literally that being all they do all day. That's the life. Like
Right.
this is like, this is the Middle Ages. People didn't just get away with this without doing something criminal.
Okay, so in that case, what she was going to say wouldn't work. So what was it? They were like, whatever you do to us, something.
Yeah, whatever you do to us is not going to be nearly as bad as
They'll do worse.
what they'll do to us if they brought you.
The Rikers, if there's anything you'd like to do.
Well, you got. Are you guys? Yeah. Yeah. You guys do realize I'm a tiefling, right? Have you heard tales? Has that reached across the seas for you?
Yes, and we're very familiar what you and your friends have done to many an assassin that we have sent. But believe me when I say
But
that
you
they
do
have-
realize I have no qualms about getting very dirty with this. I
Yes.
guarantee you all have someone you care about. I will find them.
Okay, I can brand a message on them to deliver to their master if they won't take us to them as well.
I'm not talking about their master. I'm thinking about every small person in their life, everyone who's weak in any way, and all of the awful, awful things I'll do. I won't kill them. They'll wish I did.
Oh, killing's
Do you
bad.
really want to risk
We've-
that?
says Haley. We have faced many of a threats like that, and believe me when I say we are not swayed in the slightest.
It's not
you
a
think,
threat.
Do you think that you could threaten all of my family, all of the people that I've ever met or cared about? You don't even know who they are. The Thieves Guild knows who they are, and they will do way worse to them than what you would. They have no qualms about leaving people limbless, about leaving them unrecognizable, for far less than simply bringing people who they currently have a bounty on to their hideout. I am trying very desperately to be civil with you because I do not.
Organize a parlay. God.
As I said, if they
Haley.
want to parlay with
Haley.
you, they will parlay with you, and you will be the first to hear about it. I am not capable of bringing you to them or directly influencing their reaction to this. I am very
Sounds
much trying
like
to be
there's a
civil so
common
that
enemy in that.
no one gets their arms cut off. Understand?
I mean, in all honesty, it sounds like you're an awful lot of people trying to live free lives who aren't free right now.
Well, isn't that society? I run the risk
I'm
of...
pretty fond of ruining society.
Well, unfortunately,
You're not exactly a union.
no. But unfortunately, society gives me simple pleasures, like this whiskey and this tobacco. So, currently this is where my chips are, and this is where they're gonna stay. And you're welcome to try and disturb the board, if you wish. But I just want to let you know that it will not get you what you want any quicker.
I will kill all of you if I have to.
Noted.
Do we kill them now or later?
Later, you dumb shit.
Okay. Aelia clears her throat and walks up to the presumably wooden table
Yep.
and kind of does a shoulder roll or whatever. And then spells out parlay while breathing fire onto the table. Be like, hopefully they will at least get this message if you won't take the message. Now what?
Now we leave.
Well, you leave to the watchful eye of everyone else. And the exacerbated size of the fucking
bartender.
bartenders as they're just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
We're
So-
gonna have to clean that.
Okay, like I know Skelly's not gonna get this reference, but can Ailey and I leave like when Sokka and his sister leave all dramatically, and it's all like fucking yeah.
Yes, you
Hang
may.
on, I'll find a gif.
You find a gif. We'll post it.
Share gif.
But it is now 10 past 10. So that is where we are going to end it for tonight. In the aftermath
Oh man.
of what Ailey and Thorocus have gotten up to. Oh dear, Varys. Where
I'm
were
sure it's
you?
fine.
You're just lucky Willie wasn't with us, or we'd
Yeah,
be like, yeah, we've got the
you would be
strength
in a
to back
fight.
us.
We'd be
Yeah.
in a fight right now. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That was an episode. Oh Lord. Well, thanks everybody.
Next time's gonna
for
be
joining.
fun.
Yeah, next time is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Next time. Anyway.
Hey guys, what did you get up to? Why is that place on fire?
Oh,
Why is smoke
if it
billowing
was
in the
actually a place owned by the Thieves Guild, it would have been on fire.
This is better. There we go. Better than the link. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. It has been an episode. If you're missing any of the episodes or any of the previous episodes, you can go over to
Yep.
far_no VODs, where all of the old episodes are stored. Sorry, far_no? Yeah, far_no VODs. VODs. Yeah, check out all the old stuff. And check out this episode next week. Before we get on to what the fuck is gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy.
Before we die.
With all the aftermath.
Yeah. But otherwise.
Ailey be like, hi.
Look around and find out.
Mhm. Yeah. Otherwise,
Look around and find out.
tomorrow on
Your kids want to see a
Oh.
TPK?
Yeah, tomorrow on the You Now will be the whole Fano doing Ghosts of Tsushima, I believe. That's on all of the channels, not just You Know, actually. So it'll be here too on Twitch. And then Friday and Saturday, Random Guy will be back to do more Pokemon and Horizon Zero Dawn or the other one. One of the Horizon games. I'm not sure what they're up to.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden
is the other
West
one?
is the new one, but I don't know if they're up to that yet. So
Ah.
might be. Then Sunday, he will be back with more Walking Dead. I don't think he managed to finish it because he kept crashing. So hopefully he's finishing that up. Otherwise, it'll be something else. Monday, we'll be back over on You Now with more Minecraft. We just beat the Ender Dragon, and I
The
got some
cool
more
shit
Elytra.
that I just built.
Yep. Yep. Fucking Pyro went and got a whole bunch of purple blocks, so they've got fucking monstrosity out back the house, so you can check that out next week on Monday. And then Tuesday, Beef will be back with more of whatever he's doing. It'll be good no matter what. And then Wednesday, back here on the Twitch channel, we will see what trouble these lot have gotten themselves into.
And also, I'm on tomorrow with Final Fantasy.
There you go. Alrighty.
The MMO.
Yes. We got that. Alright.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
I'll send you
Bye.
over to Evil Doer, who is still doing Dungeons and Dragons. Hope you have fun.